What I personally love about InTime is being at the police department. We're currently short-staffed, so our schedules are changing. There's some days where I get assigned an overtime shift, or I'm covering the road, or I have additional overtime responsibilities. And every night I'm able to pull it up on my phone, reassure myself, I know what time I need to be in, what I'm assigned to that day, how many hours I'm working. As opposed to in the past, sometimes I would forget that stuff, forget I had an overtime shift. So this is a great way for me to go to bed at night and wake up in the morning knowing how long I'm gonna be at work, knowing what my schedule looks like for the week. It's easier for me to manage my work-life balance because I can foresee what's going on at work. I can foresee if there's a shortage coming up where I may need to work. So it helps me make plans and it helps me kind of look at the future and have a good work-life balance.
What we really like about it is early mornings when we're short-staffed because somebody called in sick. You know, instead of getting on the phone and calling 10 people, we just post it quickly and people get the message to their phones, it pushes through and they can sign up for the overtime and then we can close the post again. So it's really handy for that. I like it because I can also track sick time, right? Identify patterns of individuals, i.e., they always take the last day off, right? So it's really important because I think that speaks to the other portion, which is the officer wellness as well, right? So make sure, you know what's going on with them, how many hours they worked. Yeah, I like that.
My personal favorite part is the access to all of my deputies and their schedules across multiple divisions, meaning that a lot of times in law enforcement we're in a nationwide shortage in the United States, and so for us to be able to cover a lot of overtime, we have to be as equitable as we can with that. And so one thing that InTime allows us to do is within 5 minutes of me getting into my office and logging in, I know everybody on my crew that's working, that's available today, what they're available to do, how many hours they've worked this week, this month, whatever the tiebreakers may be. And so if we have a situation where somebody gets called in sick or we send somebody to the hospital and we have to staff certain positions that were unexpected, right there walking around with a daily roster in my pocket, I can pull my pocket out and I know who I need to contact to be able to fill this overtime. And it makes it extremely fair for the deputies as well because they understand that, how that works.
You would talk about time and work-life balance, right? They know, they can look straight at that and be like, hey, this is what I have, this is what time I can spend with my family. Just that huge impact of that very simple process where it makes it so easy to just tell somebody what they have is huge. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's a huge impact and it's so much less time that I have to take out of my day to provide them that information.
I really like the fact that InTime allows me to stay on top of notifying people when they may get called in, seeing when they need time off, being able to accommodate officers so they can go on and live their lives outside of work and know that their time off has been approved by me. So in that aspect, it's really good for officer wellness and it's really good for everybody to know what's coming up and what to expect from their work week and their work month. If I were speaking to another police agency who was considering InTime, but maybe they were unsure, I would share with them that if they want to make sure that their resources and their department were applied the most effective way possible, and if they wanted to be able to see that on their laptop, on their computer screen, have everything in one place, then InTime is the software for them. Resource deployment right now is a huge problem in law enforcement because unfortunately, nationally we're going through a shortage of police officers. So being able to know where your people are, how you can best put them on the schedule to best fit the needs of your community and your department, InTime's that software that's gonna help you with that.